Vienna Gambit, we only like to play it against knight f6. e4, e5. By going for the move knight to c3, we're gonna go for the Vienna. Let's begin with knight f6, okay? We're gonna be doing f4. Black has his d5. But after fe, knight e4, and now stopping queen h4 with queen f3, because then we can just do g3. These positions after knight takes and then bishop f4 along castle ideas. Going pawn takes on f4. The knight is under attack. The sad retreating knight g8 move, where as long as you don't blunder queen h4 check, just start with knight f3 and then d4. Bishop takes. And they're gonna go queen e7. Pawn is pinned. We can go for the move queen e2, which is saying we're unpinning, and is that it's also protecting the pawn. Opponent is gonna play knight g8. Black has a pretty annoying move. And for that, we'll just go knight f3. d6, yeah, they just play d6. How do you win? Knight e5. Be hitting the queen. Queen e6. Problem is that allows the fork, and white just wins. So they're gonna do queen d7. Knight takes on c7 is a very interesting move because you can take there, but that allows e d6. That is discovery, and we managed to win the queen. Against knight c6, so we play bishop to c4. We're keeping options of playing d3 and then f4 with knight f3. And they're gonna play the move bishop to c5. We can go queen g4 if they play the normal move g6. This is a problem, so we need to play queen f3, sidestepping that very dangerous threat, while threatening mate in 1, which is nice. If they go, let's say, block with a knight, now we have knight ge2, important move stopping knight d4 that would be hitting the queen. They would mainly castle, and we play d3. Most of the people will play the move d6. Bishop g5, king g7. This is a winning position for white. It's knight e5. We just put pressure on the knight, and there's no way for black to defend. Queen f6 is actually allowing us to go for knight e5, which is just forcing a much better endgame after queen f3, knight f3, and bishop to b6. The key move is a4. Preparing all kinds of b4, a5 ideas, trying to trap the bishop. They will freak out and play a5, allowing knight takes and d3. With a very annoying threat of bishop e3 and then simply picking up the b6 pawn with already a crashing position for white. Remember, drop the queen, should be good. What if they try queen f6? Protecting this and hitting the f2 pawn, that feels like almost a mating threat. Go knight e5, completely ignore that. Yeah, queen takes on f2, king d1, they play d6, hitting the queen. Queen takes on g7, hitting the rook. Now bishop to e6, and the key move is to actually just go knight h3. It's hitting the queen, and on queen d4, typical idea, just play d3 and c3 is trapping the queen on the very next move. And in case they go for bishop takes on h3, do not rush with taking, but go for the intermediate move, rook f1. And this is simply winning the queen, because if black tries to keep it with a move like queen g2, let's say, that allows queen takes on f7, followed by a pretty forced mate. After queen f8, king up, rook check, either knight blocks, sacrifice the rook, and then we're going to be having a checkmate on the c7 square. They mirror you, you play queen g4, they go queen to f6, and then you just jump with the knight.